What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you taking care of yourself, staying blessed out here, and really just striving for a greater you. I couldn't really take a long time to walk because it was like extremely cold outside. We're supposed to be getting hit with a huge cold front over here in Texas. Just trying to really stay warm. But today what was really sitting on my mind was just not settling for less, whether it be your relationships, your careers, making sure that you want the best for yourselves. Growing up, I always had in my mind, some things that I didn't feel like was the spot that I was supposed to be in at the time, which some of those areas could be seasons in your life that you have to go through to get to where you want to be. In the back of my mind, I always had set in my head that I'm not going to settle for this, and I know that I'll be here at the end, or I'll be striving for this later. The real question is, why don't we want better for ourselves? Why don't we strive for better sometimes? Sometimes you can get comfortable to a point where as you get older, it's like you turn back and I used to want to do this, or I used to want to strive for this goal, but that kind of went away because I went comfortable. So I think it's really important to ask ourselves the question of recognize what we're settling for first. So of course that takes inner work. It's asking yourself the certain questions of, am I staying in this relationship because it's familiar, or am I staying at this career because I'm kind of scared to take a leap or start applying to different positions that I don't feel qualified for? And something stuck with me when I was watching that podcast earlier. Doing things that you feel that you are not qualified for, that really shows growth. That really shows that you have faith in yourself, a belief in yourself that you can accomplish things that you don't even see. Are you holding on to a certain job that you have because you're afraid of taking a step in a new direction? All these questions it's that inner work that you have to do on yourself, because this is where it begins. This is where it's like, am I settling for less, or is there more for me out there? And you only get to that point whenever you ask these questions, because I feel a lot of times that we kind of have this scarcity mindset, like we don't believe that there is better for us. The next thing after you really ask yourself those questions is to really ask yourself why you deserve more. Do you want to settle for mediocrity, or do you want to be something greater? I think that we all have a purpose. We have this great purpose in life. Our goal is to really fulfill that. It means more than just the material things. It's so much more than that. Peace, joy, love is so much of those things. The next point I got for you is to just stop fearing change. I feel like I talk about this almost every video. So many people fear change and fear that, there is nothing greater than the position that they are right now. I could tell you from experience, just from the past year and the leaps that I took. I left my job. It was a little comfortable job that I had. When I look back now, I'm like, I'm kind of glad I left the job. It was solid, it was cool, but at the same time, I knew that there was so much more for me. And I could only think back and say it was all part of a bigger plan. It was all part of my journey. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was scared to do the things I wanted to do, if I was scared to take the leaps, if I was scared to hop on a plane and fly all the way across the world. People fear the change, but fearing it really just robs you of finding and fulfilling your purpose. You never know what can come out of the things that you take leaps for. The last two things I want to talk about is surrounding yourself with the right people and taking action. And I know I've probably already repeated myself several times on recent videos about surrounding yourself with the right people and taking action. And the reason I'm talking about those things is because those are the things that I truly had to work on myself, is surrounding myself with good people, truly taking action on the things that I want to do and not just talking about it. When it comes to surrounding yourself with good people, community is everything. And having people by your side that only push you for success or only push you towards excelling in life are the people that you want to keep around. And this is one of the hardest things, because this could be family, it could be really close friends that you feel are just not necessary for, or that you feel are not pushing you towards success. Maybe they're holding you back. Maybe they're keeping you in places to where you're not able to achieve greater things. Only you're going to be able to tell yourself, not me, it's only you that's got to determine that and determine who is best for your life. But I know that from my experience, there's a lot of things that, I had to keep certain people at certain levels because they didn't want the best for me. They just wanted to keep me at the same place and doing the same thing. And in their head, they think that they have their own ideas in their head, of where they feel I belong or where they feel I deserve to be. And you have to have a crazy belief in yourself, because your belief in yourself is just way over this. But having people around you that truly support you and truly push you towards growth is something that's going to help you so much. Because when you surround yourself with people that say are doing better than you or in a position that you want to be at, you could only get to the same level. I've been mentored by so many different people. I remember I was a creator for a YouTuber back in 2022, and I was being mentored by a millionaire. I figured out what his schedule was, or I learned what his schedule was. I was doing some of the same things he was doing. I was going on the meetings, and I was just learning the routine. And just me looking back on that experience, I take so many little things out of that and apply it to my life today. And it wouldn't have happened if I didn't get mentored by that person. You don't want people that keep you in the same place. And you'll know if they keep you in the same place if just y'all doing the same things, nothing changes, and there's just no growth in sight. And like I say, you got to be the one to determine that in your life. And as far as taking action, take that step towards figuring out what you're settling for or what you feel you deserve. Take steps towards doing things that you've been putting off, or doing things that you haven't finished. These are some of the little things I want you to do to take action, because ultimately this is what's going to help you succeed. Faith without works is dead, and I always go by that. That's something my mom's just always preaching to me, is faith without works is dead. You got to be able to put in that work. You got to take that action in order to get the results that you want to get. And stay prayed up, stay focused, and know that you're going to achieve everything that you want to achieve in life. I think that ultimately you should want better because you're worthy of better. I know that God has a great purpose for each and every one of us, and just settling won't get us to the life that we truly want. So we have to fight for that life that we really want and that we really want to get to, because if not, then we'll just settle for the things that we've been settling for, and I don't believe that's the right space to be in. I thank you for all the love and support that you guys been showing me the past couple of weeks. I couldn't be more thankful for it, and I'm gonna just continue putting out these videos for you, and I hope that you get something from these videos. When I started, I was kind of just nervous about being on camera, talking on camera, and just doing my thing, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable. I feel a little bit more acclimated, and ultimately I hope that I'm get a message across to you